My name is First Lieutenant Mack. I'm Baker Company's Executive Officer with Victor 17.
Victor 17?
Yes.
And could I have a spelling of your first and last name?
It is Mike Alpha Charlie Kilo is my last name, and Whiskey Alpha Lima Tango Echo Romeo.
And just for marketing purposes, where'd you grow up, sir?
I grew up in New York City.
New York City?
Yes.
All right. If you could just give reference to what Company B out here is doing for ITX and what they did for the past training events, sir.
Okay, we've participated in a pretty typical sequence of events here. However, our focus has been primarily on aerial insertion and extraction, and so we've been taking part in the aerial assault course as well as the battalion assault course, doing a helo-borne operation to then seize a strong point, defend, and counterattack.
And what does the battalion assault course consist of, sir?
The battalion assault course is a battalion-wide fires exercise as well as a maneuver piece with the incorporation of all the MAG-TAF. It's a MAG-TAF integration, and the purpose of which is to exercise the battalion in its full capacity with attachments as well as utilize its companies.
And I understood that was a 3-day training event, correct?
Correct.
And what did those 3 days entail, sir?
It entailed of an initial assault on an objective, and then establishing a defense, and then conducting a counterattack.
And was that everybody in the battalion was set in defensive positions?
That's correct.
And why would you say it's important to conduct this, what these Marines did the past 3 days? Why is it important for them to do that, sir?
I would say it's a mixture thing. On the battalion level, it's good for them to have to utilize multiple assets in order to solve a kinetic equation. And at the same point in time, for the companies, it allows us to practice, again, dealing with multiple entities and agencies and support, and then coming up with a solution.
And what would you say some of the difficulties that the Marines experienced were? Like, hiking out a few kilometers and then still have to dig in position, providing security throughout the night? I
would say overall the Marines were tested by the BAC. It was a rapid sequence of events, and it's the transition components that are probably the most difficult for the Marines.
What would you say they're supposed to take away from this, the BAC, sir?
I'd say on the company level staff, our real focus is on battle tracking and the integration of fires. And for the individual Marine and the rifleman, I think that it is just seeing the larger picture and getting used to having various components dictate what they are and are not able to do.
And with Marines in Afghanistan currently, or around this time frame, are they conducting any defensive operations at all, sir? I would say defensively there is a strong component of the current Marine Corps', I guess, the task or mission statement is primarily on FOB and patrol-based security, so that has defensive aspects to it. However, the aerial component of it with the ORF or air ruck is also applicable, so the repetitions of inserting and extracting, utilizing air as a means to move troops from one place to another, it is absolutely applicable. So would you say the BAC was critical for them for this upcoming combat deployment? I would say that there are a lot of components of the BAC that were, I guess, good training on the behalf of, I guess, the company and the battalion that are applicable, and there definitely are skills that were honed that can be carried forth into OEF.